Ava, say hi. Ava, what sound does the cow make? Ava. The piece of equipment I want to talk about today is my A5000 from Sony. It's got a flip-up screen. It's not too far off from the Big Brother A6300 that I also use, but on it, so I was able to get it for like 180 bucks or something without a lens. Got a lens for I think like 100, and now we have this vlogging camera that's like a dedicated, and I've used it in other videos like in the car, but I don't know if I'm going to keep, because the mic isn't great. In fact, if this video doesn't come out great with the audio, I might not use it, we'll see. Anyway, what I also got for it was some pads. So the mics are on top of the camera, and they work, but they don't really work that great. Like, it's not bad, but it's not great either. So I bought these like cheap pads on Amazon for like 20 bucks. I got like a whole pack of them, and it basically comes with some 3M glue and felt pads, and you stick them on top, and then hopefully it cuts down on all the wind noise. And it also overall it made the sound a little bit better, a little bit deeper. Anyway, this camera can do the time lapses. It can do a lot, like pretty much everything. The only thing it can't do is it can't do full HD. It does like a stepped down 1080p, and it also can't do 60 frames a second, but most of my videos aren't in 60 frames a second anyway because of everything else, like the time lapses and all. And I got it on a GorillaPod, so you can check out all the links for the camera and the lens and the GorillaPod and the pads in the description below. If you're vlogging or shooting videos, what camera are you using? I want to hear about it in the comments, because so far I'm really liking it. I mean, I kind of wish I had spent a little bit more money on the A5100, as it has a bit more features. But the real great thing about this camera though is it uses the same battery as my 6300, so I don't have to charge separate batteries. I can charge one set of batteries and keep it all going. But the flip-up screen is great because I can keep everything in frame and I know exactly what's behind me. Also, if you're interested in knowing more about the equipment that I have, I'll link a few episodes where I've talked about them up here in the top left, and put them in the description below as well. And if you're interested in more of the equipment that I'm using as well, let me know by hitting that like button, so I know to keep shooting these videos about the different equipment that I use. For anybody wondering, I wound up returning the RX100 because $1,000 for this really small camera just seemed like a lot. So I'm really glad I did, because I got this well, it's not technically better in some regards, but in other regards, it's better. On my way to go pick up my friend Jared Diamond, who is a journalist that works for the Wall Street Journal. He happened to be in Philly for one night only, so we're gonna go grab some dinner. I gotta go pick him up from the Phillies baseball stadium. Alright, so I didn't get a chance to shoot any video with Jared, but if you check out up here in probably like, I don't know, a month or so, there will be a link to the interview that I shot, or I did with him in front of the Franklin Fountain here in Philly. So yeah, check that out.